I'm gonna talk to the priest first. Ah, they're saying
But on
something.
the south, the beetles have riddled them with holes.
Damnation. That's a nuisance.
It'll all have to be replaced. But at least the rest of the house is all right.
Okay, that's not important. They're just talking about random stuff. I see a church-looking area. So, and I guess the priest is here. No shit, Sherlock. I am Henry Holmes. Oh, there's a weapon. Ow! I just want to talk.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
Why not?
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
You saw me.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances. And this is one of them.
How about the speech?
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you,
No.
I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians. Worse than the murderer escaping
Yeah.
punishment.
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the
Just tell
sanctity
me.
of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
Make him
All right.
drunk
Thank you, Father.
God be with you.
in the evening. Okay, so evening. What time is it? So it's around 6. So I got around 21. 21 was 9 o'clock. I'm not too good with a military time. Okay, let's go ask some other folk songs. So what's this? Oh, right, Baker. Villager, trader.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
I was surprised.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask all you want, lad.
You gave me a jump scare. I was expecting the same face as the other villagers.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Those that live by the sword, die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came to.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
I don't know, since I don't go to alehouses.
So,
Do you know who Lubosh...
oops,
I don't know.
That's all.
I'm gonna go to the ale house. But before that, let me see what you have. Oh, you only have this. Right then. Since when did I alright. Radzig and Ginger gave me some money. Okay, so I'm gonna go find a tavern. Maybe someone has an idea there. Seems like that's where he frequents, aside from his own home. So this is grocery. Oh, right here. It's in the lodgings.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I've come in the...
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was it?
You could see at first glance.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at
That's
the
the same
church.
thing. Okay.
I don't think he was home.
Do you know?
As far as I know, he had no.
Okay.
That's all.
Good luck then.
When you say that's all, you should just leave. How about you?
God be with you. Do you need anything?
I've come in the...
I don't know how I can help.
Oh, they're all in
Do you know
gray,
what-
So
I don't think he was home.
okay, yeah, the
That's
same
all.
thing.
Take care.
Looks suspicious.
God be with you.
Right.
I've come in the name of
I don't.
Okay.
That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
So if I go to a place to sleep, do I just tell them at night? I think they close at night though.
Good day to you.
You know nothing, but let's see what you got. Just fruits. So, okay. What happened? Oh, which thief? Oh, that guy. You want me to go and tackle him? Okay then. They seem to be quite fast.
Stop him, someone!
I will. At least I have something to do. Okay, I gotta slow down a bit. Maybe I should have brought my horse. Guess. Until where are we going? At least I have something to do before I go to the priest. Oh, F! I was pressing E.
Someone! Fucking hell! I'll slay you, you scum! Oh dear, did that hurt?
Aim for the head. You're gonna say thank you to me?
You showed him.
Yes.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thank you.
Thanks.
At least it's something. Hey, you got killed. No, he's just knocked out. I'll get your groschen though. Thank you for your donation. Have I explored every place here? I don't think so. And then what's this one?
Garlic that will cure all ailments. And onions that will make you cry when you cut them. And cry for joy when you taste them.
Greetings. What do you?
Okay,
Take care.
nothing new. It's a good thing that it actually grays out when they already told me things I already know.
What? Has something happened?
Come right up. Fresh
Yeah,
fish.
murder. Well, I shouldn't be shopping yet.
I've come in the name of...
Of course.
That man...
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now that I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
He's dead.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Right then.
That's all.
Okay. How about you? Or should I
God
go
be
look
with
for
you.
named
What can I do?
NPCs? Yeah, go
Take
look for
care.
named NPCs.
My respects.
Hey, you look like the guy who let me
I've
go.
come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Sir Hanu.
That man Lubosch who was murdered. What was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Yeah, but the priest won't tell me anything.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Jesus.
Do you know anyone Lubosch used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
Okay, nothing useful
That's all.
again.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Okay. Wonder if I can also farm when I get my own home.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Yeah, maybe not
I
yet.
don't have enough money.
Maybe next time. Not right now. I don't think it's an important thing to learn at the moment. I don't see anything that requires reading. Or maybe when I do get some of the alchemy. I think there was some alchemy since there was some alchemy stores.
Mother of God!
Right, did I talk to you? Yeah, I did.
Farewell.
Who's there?
Wait. Why am I trespassing? I don't
Something the matter?
I don't see anything that says I'm trespassing. Oh, nothing going on here either. I guess I have to wait for the evening. For the priest. But I kind of want to do things before I do go to him.
Who is it?
Why are you guys? Why do you guys keep asking who is it? I'm not even sneaking, and I'm not trespassing either. Any other point of interest? What's this? Unexplored place. Why not? I have till the evening, and I think it's almost evening. Sun setting. Oh, it's an archery range. Let's try it. Can I just practice? Or do I have to ask permission? Now I suck! Oh, name NPC.
Good day to you.
I've come in the...
Of course.
Of course.
That's all. Thank you.
Of course.
Take care now.
Why is your farm plot looking like gravel? Can I do any training while I wait? Well, running around gives me vitality, and I can always call my horse whenever I want to. It's the entrance. This is it. This This is quite a small church. It's quite low too. Okay, let's talk. And then I come sleep here.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'd like a beer.
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Pour me an ale.
What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There's a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
Why'd the girl just come and sit here?
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious
So
ways.
you were a soldier.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed,
he's dead anyway.
They won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujitz isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the Church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head.
The woman's just
Look
like,
to your
I'm not here.
consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
My pleasure.
Keep
Funny.
saying that, but we're not
That
drinking
last
anything.
bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them.
I think he's
Curse
drunk.
those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
One beer. Pour me an ale.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Oh wait, what? So that was the preaching of the...
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Okay.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough.
Right.
Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What
Are
do you
you drunk?
suppose? We have a drink, of course.
We're not even drinking.
All the best.
No, no, no.
Well, enjoy it, Father. I have to go now. I'm
Yeah,
not much in the mood.
You're probably gonna die if you drink.
I thought you'd be more game.
So you won't help me out with that secret?
No, I won't.
Thank you very much.
Wonder what
You're
happens
welcome.
if I'm gonna drink more. But I'm kind of playing it really, really careful right now, so I don't want to do. I want to do that. Oops. I'm gonna need a place to sleep. I think this is the nearest space I can come to. Unless there's a camp nearby. Oh, what's this? There's more here. Okay, let's go explore those. Oh, it's another tavern. So they actually are in question marks if there are special places or places that you'd want to visit, not just backdraft.
Good evening.
Can I sleep here?
All right. For how long?
Just the one night?
All right.
Money up front, though.
Can I haggle? Oh, it's not bad. But I'll still haggle.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price?
About... I pay you minimum.
Are we agreed?
You're a right pinch purse.
Of course I am. Well, the perk was used.
You've got it all to yourself. No one will disturb you.
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings.
Okay.
Good luck, then.
I am a pinch purse. Stairs. I can't see anything. Oh, it's because there's a door. So here, right? Up here. Oh, this is it? So you only have one room. Or two. Oh, okay, they're shared. They're shared, okay. Okay, wake up after 8 hours. Then I can find a pot of food tomorrow.